Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Oh, not me having the hiccups trying to do a video. Happy Friday. It's Friday, July 18th, 2025. I got the hiccups for real. 2025. And it's 2:15 p.m. here in Chicago. So, some boxing talk today. Let's start with the whole PED-oriented topics. So, Jaime Munguia popped dirty again. Like, here's my thing with Munguia. With the exception of Canelo, he ducks everybody good. So, what are you taking PEDs for? You ain't fighting nobody who's a real threat to you. The only person he fought, to me, I'm trying to think, that was a real threat to him, at least in the past. I'm going to be honest, I don't follow Munguia much. I don't really watch his fights like that. I saw him fight Canelo. They gave him all of this praise when Canelo was just pretty much letting the boy survive, you know. But Munguia, from what I remember, he don't be fighting nobody. He's like one of the biggest ducks in boxing. So what are you taking PEDs for? Like, he's always popping dirty. Is it me, or is he always popping dirty? But anyway, enough about that. Now let's get to Bill Haney asking Brian Norman Jr., to vada test. When I first heard it, because I heard 78 talk about it just now, my first reaction was to get annoyed and think, here we go with Bill Haney and his bullshit. He's already putting that narrative out there in case they come to their senses and don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. They can already start with the whole, oh, he's dirty shit. That was my first thought. Then I calmed down, I did a little woosah, and I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with Bill Haney wanting him to get tested. It's a smart thing to do. He wants him to get tested, and apparently Brian Norman Jr.'s response is August 1st. So what's that, in 12 days? So the Haneys are pretty much asking, why August 1st? Hey, it's a fair question. So I'm not going to jump the gun and say, here he goes with that bullshit, trying to find a way not to fight Brian Norman Jr. I can't do that, because asking to take vada testing, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And I want to hear what Brian Norman Jr. has to say about waiting until August 1st. I want to hear it. Somebody in 78's comments left a comment, something about 12 weeks from August 1st is such and such date. I don't know anything about PEDs or drugs or enhancing, nothing. I don't know nothing about that. So I don't know what dude was implying. But he might be onto something, that comment that said 12 weeks from August 1st is such and such a date. But so I'm going to be watching and paying attention to see how Brian Norman Jr. responds. And then I saw a comment in 78's comments that said, I've been said Brian Norman Jr. was dirty. And my question is, why have you been said that? Like, are you just an extreme Haney fan, or do you really have a reason to think so? I don't know. And then, there were a few other comments in there. A lot of people are going to really enjoy this because they're going to take it farther than it needs to go. And that's them, already starting to shit on Brian Norman Jr. because, their boy Haney's fighting him. But right now, Brian Norman Jr. hasn't done anything wrong, but it is questionable even to me, why August 1st? Why can't you just take the test? And, Bill Haney's going to pay for it. So, even if Bill Haney is looking for a way out, at least he's doing it a fair way. I'm not saying he's looking for a way out. I'm not saying that. But even if he were, that wouldn't be the point. The point would be that he's going to pay for Brian Norman Jr. to get vada tested, and Brian Norman Jr., for whatever reason, doesn't want to get tested right now. That's the point. It wouldn't even matter if, Bill Haney's up to something. So I'm going to wait and see what Brian Norman Jr. has to say about that. You know what I mean? So, good luck to him, and I hope he comes through with a valid reason. And, you know, I don't want to see Haney get any more like unfair fights. I don't want to see Haney get in the ring with anyone with any type of unfair advantage. I don't want to see that again, because despite what I think about Haney fans and how they try to shit on all the other good boxers out there, I don't like Haney fans. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like them. All they do is shit on Shakur and shit on everybody. I don't like Haney fans, I'm gonna be honest, but I do like Haney. I like Haney. I like Devin Haney, and I don't want him to go through any unfair fights or anything, because that boy, well, that man works very, very hard, and he's very good, and to cheat him is so unfair. It's so unfair to his legacy. Like what Ryan Garcia did, he stole something from Haney that some of it Haney could never get back. And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about, you know, there are a lot of people who believe, oh, he would have beaten him anyway, and, you know, this, that, and the other. And I, for one, think he would not have beaten him had he not been juiced up, you know. So I don't want to see Devin Haney get any more unfair fights. So good looking out to his dad, you know. That's my take on that. Let's talk about the fights this weekend. Pacquiao versus Barrios. I'm going with Barrios. I'm tired of Pacquiao. Pacquiao, go home. Just go home, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I know this is a very, very, very long grudge to hold. Very long grudge to hold. But when Mayweather defeated Pacquiao, and those Filipino people just flooded social media with racist comments and stuff, Pacquiao never asked his people to chill. Never. He never asked them to chill with the comments. I'm good on Pacquiao. So I like Pacquiao, and I understand his accolades. You know, what is it, 8 divisions he was in? I would never take anything away from his legacy. And I really do like him. I just don't like that he didn't ask his people not to be so hateful. But that was a long time ago. Like, I know I need to give it up. But I do like Pacquiao, you guys. And I know about his accomplishments. But I'm going for Barrios. And who cares what my reason is. But I'm going for Barrios. And then Gary Russell Jr. Big brother Gary. My favorite stylistically. That's Gary Allen Russell. They don't really use the Allen. But his name is Gary Allen Russell. Big brother Gary. He's fighting. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love me some Gary Russell Jr. So he's going to be in the fight. I'm so happy for him. And, you know, as usual, he's calling out all the guys who are in a bigger weight class than he is. We'll see if any of them take... Now, he mentioned Shakur. You guys, he mentioned Shakur. And Shakur is about that life. Usually 9 times out of 10 when people call out Shakur's name, he will oblige. So I hope Shakur, matter of fact, I should probably, how can I tag Shakur to where he'll see it? Maybe I can send it to Bernie and ask, look at me trying to pretend I have connections, knowing damn well I ain't got nobody's connection. I was thinking maybe I could tag it to Bernie. Bernie might see it, and then Bernie might be able to get it to Bud, and then maybe Bud can get it to Shakur. I want Shakur to know that Gary Russell Jr. called him out, because he might oblige, you guys. He might say, you come up to 135, I'll fight you. Ooh, that would be such a good fight. Oh, you know what? Don't even. My fries are getting cold. Don't even get me started on that. But he called out Shakur. He wants Tank. He wants, who else did he mention? You know who I would like to see him whip his ass? Well, no, I'm not even going to go there. Because I'm not even going to go there. Because I like Kid Austin. It's his father I don't like. But he called out Shakur. He called out Tank. He called out somebody else. I can't remember who. But anyway, He's fighting, I forgot the dude's name he's fighting this weekend. And you know, Gary Russell Jr. had a long layoff. And so this fight is probably just to get him moving again, even though he stays very active. And then Maxeo, that bum ass that they cheated Gary Russell Jr. for, he's fighting. So I hope he loses. I hope he gets carried out, you know, not dead or nothing, but just put him on a stretcher and carry him past his family. I hope he gets knocked out and they put him on a stretcher and take all his dignity and carry him out on a stretcher past his family. But not like gravely injured or anything. Of course, I would never wish that. And who else? Yeah, those are the ones I'm excited about, but I said enough. Have a good day, everyone.